What is it that you like about that experience that you don't get when you're with a group, or you don't get when you're on a date? And you get to be selfish in a healthy way. You get to decide, this is exactly where I'm going to go at this time, and this is exactly what I'm going to eat, and I'm going to have a great time. Whether a place is a scene or not, I know in New York, it's a big deal to be seen at certain restaurants, and you have celebrities in there, and yeah, I don't care about that. Then you'll know what it's like. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Super Vlogs with Phil. Today, I want to talk about doing things by yourself, going places solo, and more specifically, eating out alone. Why you should eat out alone. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out with friends and family, go out on dates, go out with your significant other. I'm not saying that at all. All that I'm saying is you should do things by yourself. Unfortunately, there's this stigma about eating out alone, which is just a bunch of BS if you ask me. It's great to eat out alone. You got to do what makes you happy. And this is mostly for the guys, but women too, absolutely. If you're comfortable doing it, go out to dinner by yourself, do the things that you've always wanted to do. I know this from experience. I'm in my mid-40s, and there's been plenty of times over the years when I was younger where I wanted to go to a restaurant, I wanted to do something, and getting people to do it with me was like pulling teeth. Eventually, I got to the point to where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what I want, when I want, by myself. And I'll just meet people along the way. And I feel like that's the best attitude to have. When you go out to a nice restaurant by yourself, nobody's looking at you. And if they are looking at you, what they think of you is none of your business. It doesn't matter. And guess what? When you go out on a date, or when you go out in a group, or when you go out with your family, people are going to look at you too. People might laugh at you. Who cares? You don't care. It's no different if you're alone or if you're with a group. It really isn't. When you start doing things solo, you really get a sense of what you like and what you don't like. And you get to be selfish in a healthy way. You get to decide, this is exactly where I'm going to go at this time, and this is exactly what I'm going to eat, and I'm going to have a great time. I know there's a lot of you out there that want to do stuff, but you want to go to a nice restaurant, but you're single and you feel weird going alone. I'm here to tell you that it's not a big deal, and that the servers will actually like you, sometimes better than the couples. It's a great way to get to know the staff at a restaurant, and that'll make you more comfortable the next time you go in. And you don't have to compromise. I'm supposed to meet my brother we usually go to a steakhouse, a nice steakhouse this time of the year in DC. And, you know, of course, I want to go here, he wants to go there, and we're going to do it. We're still going to get together and do it. But at the same time, if you're eating out on your own, you don't have to make those compromises. You can just, I'm going to eat here at this time. I'm going to order this. I'm going to have a drink, or I'm not going to have a drink. You don't have any pressure. And that is a really nice feeling. If you eat solo and become a regular somewhere, and you have a regular server, it's a great feeling. There was a diner I used to go into New York all the time, and a lot of people eat out by themselves all the time in New York City. It's very, very common. The hustle and bustle, and you just don't have time to meet people, so you just sit down and eat at a bar, a local bar, or a local diner. One of the local places I would go to, man, it was so nice. They would have the wine ready for me when I walked in. I'd have a seat. I never had to make reservation, and they always knew what I wanted to order. It was just like, it's just such a good experience, and it's so worth the extra money. As someone that loves to eat out, I'm not a foodie. I appreciate good cuisine, just like simple food, but prepared really, really well. It's just the best feeling to eat out and to have good service. It's a good treat after a long day. Go out to that nice restaurant. Get out of your comfort zone too. Try something different. Try something that you're not used to. And it's easier now than ever because you can go to their Instagram. Go to their Instagram, look at their menu, and then look at the pictures of the restaurant. If you click on the recent photos, you can see what the people look like, what the crowd is like. How do they dress? Is it an upscale environment, or is it casual? Because often websites are misleading and you can't tell if it's going to be an upscale place or not until you really get in there. But now with social media, you can see what people wear to the restaurants. If you're nervous about what to wear, I know a lot of people are nervous about what to wear to a nice restaurant. And guys, if you just keep it simple, it's not that hard. Don't wear anything too bold or bright. If you stick with dark colors. Now this is if you're at a formal restaurant. If you're somewhere formal, old school, old fashioned, You can't go wrong with a dark shirt, a dark blue or a black button-down shirt and some dark pants, dark jeans or slacks, a simple blazer. You never have to wear a tie. You never really have to wear a tie anymore. Hell, even a white button-down and some jeans you can get into practically anywhere. Just stay away from beachwear, tank tops, loud t-shirts with logos, stuff like that if you don't want to stand out. Not that you can't still get into nice places dressing casual. I've been to nice restaurants in gym clothes. Just go to Instagram, see what other people are wearing if you're not sure, and then keep it simple. You can't go wrong with black. If you're in New York City, you cannot go wrong with a black shirt, even a black t-shirt. A black t-shirt and dark jeans and some dark boots will get you into practically anywhere. And then your confidence. You want to be confident when you walk in to a restaurant, guys. Make eye contact with the maitre d' or the host and the servers, and you want to introduce yourself and be friendly and just have a better experience. And if you're in a good place, your server is going to take the time. You're going to appreciate your company. If you're not comfortable sitting in the dining room, sit at the bar. Speak up. If you're in a nice restaurant, don't be afraid to speak up and say, I don't know what this is. A lot of people are embarrassed if, like, let's say you're in a French restaurant and the menu's in French and you don't know how to pronounce something on the menu or you don't know what it is. Just ask. Hey, this is my first time here. I'd like to order this. I don't know what this is. That's all you have to do. And they're going to appreciate that. If you act like a dickhead, get embarrassed because you don't know, or you're acting like you've been there but you haven't, if you're putting on a show, so to speak, then you might not get the warmest reply because the waiter's going to be like, what is it with this person's acting strange? And that makes them feel uncomfortable. But if you're just cool and normal, like, hey, I've never been here. I'm excited to eat here. What should I order? What do you recommend? I mean, you will have so much of a better reaction. It's okay to mispronounce things on the menu. It's okay to not know what something is. That's Hollywood. Forget about Hollywood and pop culture and social media and what they tell you. You have to be a certain way. You have to speak 3 languages fluently. You have to have been to every fancy city and town, and you should be, know everything. That's a bunch of nonsense, man. Just be yourself. Hey, I've never been here. What is this? What should I order? Well, what's in that sauce? What is it made with? Don't be afraid to ask these. So many people, I can't tell you how many times I've been out to dinner with groups of guys, and the guys will be embarrassed to not know how to pronounce something or say something or do something. It's not a big deal. If anybody is a server that can confirm, please comment below. Server just wants to have a good experience. They want to treat the customer well. They want the customer to be happy. And if they see you as the customer happy and smiling, and if you're interested and curious about the place, that's going to make a good server happy. And then they're going to be more relaxed and be more able to help you get what you want out of your dining experience. So don't shy away from new places. You don't have to be rich to eat at a high-end restaurant. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap, but if you cut out the alcohol and cut out the appetizers, you can get out of there for a reasonable price. Now, if you're going to order drinks, if you're going to order seafood towers, and if you're going to order the most expensive thing on the menu, then yeah, it's going to be expensive. But just go for a taste or go for lunch. Sit at the bar. Single guys, I'm talking to you. If you have a date, you want to take her to a nice restaurant, but you haven't been to a really nice restaurant, if you go by yourself beforehand, go check out a few places around, then you'll know what it's like. Because you don't want to experience, and this isn't always true, but you may not want to experience a really nice restaurant for the first time on a first date, which is a no-no. We can get into that another time, because that could be really awkward on a first date at a nice restaurant, and it doesn't go well. Experience the nice restaurant first by yourself, so you know what you're getting into, and you know what the menu looks like, you know what to order, you know what to wear. Most importantly, more important than any of that stuff, is that you feel comfortable and confident in there. So who else likes to eat out by themselves? Comment below. But what am I missing here? What else do you guys like about eating out alone or doing things solo in general? What is it that you like about that experience that you don't get when you're with a group or you don't get when you're on a date? I will say I would make an exception. I would not go out to eat on holidays alone, or especially like Valentine's Day, just because you're going to be in there with a bunch of couples, unless I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You can meet somebody if you go out alone on Valentine's Day. So you never know. Things aren't always what they seem and appear to be. I'm big on eating out early, get there at 5 o'clock, especially if it's a happening place. I'm in my mid-40s now, and I don't really care about whether a place is a scene or not. I know in New York, it's a big deal to be seen at certain restaurants, and you have celebrities in there, and yeah, I don't care about that. I'm interested in the experience. I'm interested in the food, cuisine. I'm interested in the drinks. I don't care who is in there. But I think a lot of normal people have this idea of a high-end restaurant, and they think of it in a bad way. They think that this is too expensive, this is only for rich people, or this is only snotty people that go here, when that's not the case, man. I can't tell you how many times I've been to really high-end restaurants and I've been treated extremely well. And I'm just another guy. I'm just another guy. Not that I haven't had bad experiences. I mean, we all have had bad experiences in restaurants. Having that confident server, like Peter Luger Steakhouse, man, the waiters in there are amazing. Smith & Wollensky in New York too. The waiters have been there for years. They have stars. Like 1 star is 5 years, I believe, and some of the waiters have been there for 25 and 30 years. And they're just so confident when they come around and cool. And they make you feel good. Know how to tell a joke when it's appropriate to tell a joke, and just make you feel like you belong in there. And that's what you want out of a good server. That's what you want. If you're having a bad day, go to a nice restaurant, you sit down, you have a great meal, and you leave feeling like $1 million. And to me, that's what it's all about, man. That is something that you should experience by yourself. You shouldn't have to only experience that with a date, with a significant other, or with a group of people. I love to eat out alone. I definitely recommend getting there early. Unless you want to be part of a scene, if you like to eat late. I like to eat early. I know some people say, well, only old people eat at 5 o'clock. It's like, who cares? It'll be quiet, people will be respectful, you'll get better service. Go when the old people go. They go early for a reason. They go early for a reason. I'm at the age now, I'd rather eat with the 60 and 70-year-olds any day than the 25-year-olds. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.